Last year, we traveled to 9 different countries. Yeah, so like last year, we traveled to Brazil, Spain, Vietnam, Thailand, Japan, China, Indonesia, Panama, Colombia. We've been around the block, all right? So make sure y'all hit follow if you want more on living abroad. Thank y'all for the hearts. Please double tap. We appreciate that. Please double tap, heart, show some love, especially for my husband who is an introvert and who doesn't even want to be here, but he's being so kind because he's so sweet. He hates me. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, so we're going to be talking more about our experience. We're going to answer as many questions as we can. I do have a Move Abroad resource guide and a Move Abroad bundle at the link in my bio. The Move Abroad bundle is on sale for 50% off today with the promo code ABROAD2024. So make sure you check that out if you want to have a resource that covers all things moving abroad. And let's see who we got in here. Who is brand new? Drop a number 1 for me in the comments if you have never been on my live before. And drop a number 2 if you are somebody who wants to move abroad in 2025. Let's see who we got in here. Jessica says, I have no clue what to do for work and how much I need to afford to live abroad. That's a great question. We get that a lot. We're definitely going to be talking about like different ways to make money abroad. I'm just making sure I didn't miss any other questions in here. Thank y'all so much for all the hearts. Please keep those coming. Let me see. Why not Africa? I'm not answering that question. I answer that question all the time. Like, why do people think that just because you're black, you have to go to Africa? Like, relax. We're actually going to Africa in a couple of months. He's literally African. Like, relax. Like, you don't have to go to Africa just because you're black. There's a whole other world out there. But I'm not letting nobody get me hype on live today. So let me chill out. First time on your live. Hello, Jennifer. Let me see. Where did you guys move? We move abroad. We move around. We are nomadic. So we don't have just like one spot. We're visiting in the US right now. We left last year and went to 9 different countries. This is our second time visiting in the United States, but we don't have just like one place that we are staying. Linda, Louise, Jennifer, Mel, Vaughn, welcome. Leah, welcome. Okay, OJ, 1 and 2. Keep dropping those number 1s if it's your first time joining, and drop a number 2 if you want to move abroad in 2025. And I would love to know, where do y'all want to go? Like, for those of you who do want to move abroad, like, what are some countries that you are interested in? Because we're going to be sharing about like some of the countries that we've been into, our experiences, and all of that. Thank y'all so much for all the hearts. English speaking, no winter, just sandy beaches. English speaking, no winter, maybe Cancun, maybe somewhere in Mexico. I mean, if you want fully English speaking, maybe somewhere in the Caribbean. But you would want to look up places that specifically speak English. I know I have a list of them in the Move Abroad, bundle. Where you move. So yeah, so like I said, we move around. Like, we are nomadic. We're digital nomads. We don't live in one place. We are homeless by choice. I live in Asia, but how do you deal with finding work? So y'all, my biggest recommendation whenever it comes to work is to like have your money situation figured out before you leave. Now, did we do that? Kinda. But you know, be better than us. Right? If you're not willing to be out here living life on the edge, you know, then make sure you have your money situation figured out before you leave. So options for making money abroad are things like having a remote job that you can actually work from anywhere, as well as what was I going to say? Oh yeah, like starting your own business, freelancing, you know, if you're like a writer, editor, those types of things, you can offer freelancing services, coaching, consulting. You can start your own digital marketing business. Primarily the way that I make money is digital marketing and affiliate marketing. I do also have like a part-time remote job I've been doing off and on for a while, but primarily it is digital marketing and affiliate marketing.
And some people also a teacher.
Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. Or you can also work abroad in the country you're in. Me personally, I feel like the only thing like reliable for that is like teaching English abroad. So you can't get certified to teach English. And a lot of times those certifications will actually, help you find jobs. Hello, Angela. Welcome. Okay, I see Philippines. Are there any job boards you recommend? Do you have any? I know you've been applying for remote jobs too. But as far as like jobs that hire like strictly remote, WeWorkRemotely.com is one of them. Working Nomads is another one. Remote Rebellion is a website where you can actually join a community and get like remote job leads. But y'all, you can also like look on the app. like literally on this app, there are people that share work from home jobs all the time. The thing you want to make sure is that you're actually looking for jobs that are work from anywhere remote jobs, because some jobs will say they're remote and they're not. Let me see. So does it have to be a remote job? I mean, how are you going to live abroad and work non-remotely? I mean, if you can figure that out, by all means, let me know. Hello, Mo. Does teaching pay well in countries? I mean, it depends. Like just like a job in the U.S., every job is going to be different. There was a guy on here recently who got a job offer in China for $2,700 a month. And like in Asia, $2,700 a month, like that is fabulous money to be making. But you know, everywhere is different. We've never taught English, and we're personally not interested, but we know it is very popular. We are gearing up for this within the next few years. Just need to iron some things out. Let's get it, Bitsy. I'm here for it. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't miss any questions. But yeah, so we're going to be, you are welcome, Kate. We're going to be talking about like some of our experiences, like I said, living abroad versus living in the U.S. And we will still answer as many questions as we can. Don't forget about the Move Abroad bundle, because it is 50% off today with the promo code. Can you put the promo code in the chat, babe? Because I texted it to you. So if you use the promo code abroad 2025, you can get 50% off of the Move Abroad bundle at the link in my bio. And that has my Move Abroad resource guide, which is like a 16-page guide, all things moving abroad, how to move with pets, how to move with kids, which countries to choose, LGBTQ, veterans, like all the things. You just turn the volume down. So it has that, and it also has 12 live trainings on all things moving abroad, and you can get that for 50% off today with the promo code abroad 2025. Can you please say the countries you lived abroad in? I've only lived in London. Yeah, absolutely. In China, I got offered 40K yen monthly, but I turned it down because I didn't want to teach. What is 40K yen compared to USD? Because we got to be a little bit more specific. Thank you, baby. I'm going to just pin the comment. So I'm going to pin the comment for the promo code for anybody who does want to take advantage of the 50% off the Move Abroad bundle at the link in my bio. So as far as like countries that we have lived in, we're in the U.S. visiting right now, y'all. Like we left last year. This is our second time in the United States visiting, which is why we're going to talk about some differences in being here in the U.S. versus whenever we are abroad. So some of the countries that we have been in this year that we lived abroad, and I'll focus on the countries that we were in for at least like a month, because those are the ones that we were actually like living. Those are the ones that like we were actually like living in versus ones where we just went for a few days. Are you returning? Are you returning to the U.S.? No, we're in the U.S. now. We left to live abroad. This is our second time visiting, and we are going back again. Would you leave for good? Yeah. I mean, but the thing is, like, we would leave for good, but we would still come back here and visit. Like, we have a lot of family here. We're not like, oh, we're leaving the U.S. and we're never going to step foot in this country again. We're always going to come back here. We have a lot of family and friends here. So getting into like some of the countries that we were in, like for a long time. So Brazil, are y'all from abroad or native? We're Americans. Well, for the most part. He's African, but he's African American. Jesus. He is West African, but he is also an American. I am just American. Okay. How did you do it? Looking to move abroad. Yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about right now. And again, y'all, so many resources in the Move Abroad bundle. So like a lot of these questions are going to be answered. We're going to get to as many as we can, but we definitely want to make sure that we do prioritize actually talking about some of our experiences of living abroad versus USA. So we may not get to all of your questions. Oh, it's a scam. Okay. Yeah, it's a scam. But yeah, so some of the places that we've been in, we started in Brazil. I mean, so we were in Brazil for like a month. Yeah. And I mean, I don't know, what would you say is like, even if you were just comparing like Brazil to like being here, like what would be some of the things that you feel like were the biggest differences that you saw?
Brazilians are very big on health. Like they,
oh yeah.
Yeah, they're very big on health. Like
I forgot about that.
Most people you see over there, like most people are little compared to like the US and stuff like that.
I would say fit. I wouldn't say little.
I'm more fit, I guess, if you want to say that. Compared to the States.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of outside workout equipment and stuff like that, if you kind of know. Like,
oh yeah, I forgot about that too. Brazil feels like so long ago already.
Yeah, so like they have a lot of stuff out there, like, you know, for people just to go out. You don't have to have a gym membership, even though we are the number one spenders on fitness and stuff like that. But
With everything going on now, will you lower your bundle price? Lily, it's 50% off. It's literally half off. It's if you use the promo code abroad 2025, you can get it for half off. I mean to cut you off, baby. Go ahead.
What else?
Oh, Brazil. Oh yeah, you were just talking about like how in like Brazil, for example, like everybody is like really like fit. There's like a lot of like workout equipment. Like you can just tell. It's okay, Lily. You can just tell that like they're very like health conscious. Another really cool thing about Brazil, speaking of them being health conscious, remember like, so I feel like in the US and just being healthy in general, right? Like that's obviously just where the US is slipping for so many different reasons. And in Brazil, for example, they eat their biggest meals for lunch. And then for dinner, they actually have more like a snack. So, just in general, if you think about like digestion, that's so much better for your body. We, on the other hand, we eat our heaviest meal for dinner and then we go to bed, which is why like America is like the fattest country, even though we got all the gyms and like we're so big and like fitness and all of that. But the reality is when you think about being abroad, not just Brazil, but like one thing that we saw is like how easy it is to be healthy in your everyday life.
But I also feel like the reason why that is, like Brazil and the US, is like I feel like the US has a work culture, like where you kind of like feel like you work all the time, and the time that you do actually get to sit down and enjoy your time by yourself is in the evening, which is kind of most of the time where most people kind of
but people work 9 to 5 abroad too.
But you also kind of feel like during lunchtime that was actually like a special time, like people actually get to sit down and enjoy their food. Like,
well, yeah, because they have like kind of like siesta time, for example. Still talking about this. This is kind of Brazil specifically. We're in the U.S. right now, y'all. We are nomadic. We move around. We don't have one specific place that we live. What's in your bundle? So the bundle comes with the Move Abroad resource guide. This is a 16-page guide that covers how to get started moving abroad. If you want to leave the U.S. and you have no idea where to start, how to move abroad with pets, how to move abroad with kids, how to choose the countries that's best for you, how to test drive living abroad if that's something that, you know, is a little bit intimidating to you, countries that are LGBTQ plus friendly, accessibility friendly, like really all the health insurance, like all the things you're asking me are in the Move Abroad resource guide. And then back in December, I did something called the 12 Days of Tripsmas, where I went live for 12 days in a row and I covered all things moving abroad, mindset, the stuff you're going to need to prepare, how to choose your destination, how to find housing, how to stay connected to your people back home. 12 days of training, y'all. It's basically a course. And today you can get it for less than $50. Like it is a ton of information in the bundle. Use the promo code. Can you drop it again, baby? Use the promo code abroad 2025 for 50% off of the bundle. Don't forget all thick versus white teeth in Brazil. What? I don't know what you're talking about either. When are y'all moving abroad? We already left last year. So, yeah, we left last year. Right now we're currently visiting in the US. But no, so you were talking about like, the work culture.
Yeah.
That's also another really big thing in terms of like living abroad versus living in the US. Like here, the culture is very much like hustle culture, is very much like you live to work versus other countries where it's like you work to live. Like a job is part of your life. A job is like part of who you are. It's part of your lifestyle, but it's not your entire life. Hey, Cam. Look at Cam on live. Y'all, we were just talking about Brazil, y'all. We met Cam in Brazil. But anyway, yeah, so I lost my train of thought now. What was I talking about?
The work culture compared to here.
Yeah, so like the work culture is also, thank you so much, y'all, for dropping the code. The work culture is like very different. What a time to be alive, right? But yeah, no, we do not have dual citizenship. I'm trying to answer some questions as I see them. If you are heterosexual, did you research? I have LGBTQ plus friendly countries in the Move Abroad guide, in the bundle, and on my page.
Brazil is one of them.
Yeah. Oh, Brazil, especially like Floripa. Yeah, Brazil, Thailand, Netherlands, Poland. I know there's more. Yeah. Even like where we were in Colombia and Medellin. Best place to retire with a pension. I don't think it matters whether you have a pension or not. I mean, you can, like, what does the pension have to do with it? And I'm not trying to be funny. I actually don't know. I'm asking. South America is way more LGBTQ friendlier than people think. Oh yeah, we saw that. We saw that a lot. We met a lot of dope people from the LGBTQ community in Latin America. Thanks for this. You are welcome. What does passive income mean when they give those requirements? What? I've never seen visa requirements for passive income.
It's pretty much saying like you're gonna keep having money, like you're not just coming here to retire. You're gonna have money coming in.
But that's like reoccurring, not passive.
I guess it must be.
I have never seen that. Where did you see a visa that said that? Like that's crazy to me. Yeah, I've never seen that before. But yeah, going back to like the differences. Yeah, it's definitely more. People in the United States put so much value on work. Like one thing that we noticed, like remember, and this was like
people don't ask you about what you do.
Yes, like y'all, whenever we were abroad, like whenever you get to know people outside of the US, people actually ask you about you. Like they want to get to know who you are. They want to get to know your personality, where you've been, your goals, your dreams. Like they want to get to know you as a person. And then somewhere down the line, they might ask you what you do. In the US, that's like the first thing we ask people. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Like we immediately want to classify people as like, are you worth my time? Right? Like what kind of job title do you have? Hey Nala, like what kind of job title do you have, right? Like what bracket can I put you in? Like when you go abroad, like you just notice, she said, I don't want to talk about work. Like when you go abroad, like you just notice that like people care more about you as a person. Like it's a completely different vibe over there. Let me see if there's anything else I can answer. Retirement visas, if you do have a pension or rental income that qualifies. Portugal has it. So y'all, whenever it comes to visas, I'm not going to be able to answer any like super specific questions about, can you please let him talk? Okay. First of all, I am letting him talk, but we can't answer any like super specific questions about visas because every country has a completely different visa process. Mm-hmm. So if you want to ask about visas, like you're going to have to look up the visa for that specific country. Someone was trying to hear what you were saying about passive income.
That's what I have to say.
Oh my God. Me and Mel have not gone live together in a while, but people be like, oh, let him talk. And I'm like, y'all, he don't even really be wanting to talk. He be trying to like dodge out of the camera. I don't know how I got here, but I'll stay. I'm in the process of getting my NIF. What is NIF? Black people friendly countries.
Brazil is one.
Yeah.
And they have a big community over there.
Talk louder, baby. I can barely hear you.
Brazil. Panama, maybe Mexico.
Yeah.
What else?
Thailand.
Yeah, Thailand.
Big community.
Indonesia.
Yeah, a lot of black people in Bali.
Yes.
Can I bring pets? Yes, there are like pet relocation agencies that can help you do that. I also have a lot of resources of how to move abroad with your pets in the Move Abroad resource guide and in the bundle. For those of you who are just now joining, the bundle is 50% off today with promo code abroad2025. Hello,
Colombia.
Amazing Asia.
Colombia is also a very pet friendly country too. Like a lot of people have pets over there.
Medellin, not
Medellin. Oh yeah, Medellin. That specifically Medellin, Colombia is a very pet friendly place where a lot of people go and you see dogs everywhere, especially in the airport.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the process, but I'm pretty sure everybody's doing it, so I'm pretty sure you can find a way.
Yeah, Medellin, like, there are dogs everywhere, like, in the malls and the airport, like, you just see them everywhere. So if you love dogs and you want to be somewhere, if you're the kind of person that likes to take your dog everywhere, Medellin, Colombia is going to be a great spot for you. We actually met a woman in Medellin. She's, Erica's from Texas, right? Yeah. And yeah, like, she travels with her dogs. I asked about work because I want to know my options to transition and maintain my current work. Yeah, Kim. So the thing is, like, there is no one straight answer for everybody. Like, I've had people in here who have said, like, oh, my company has an office in London, or my company has an office here, like in Panama. So whenever it comes to like your work, unless they have, and matter of fact, it's not even unless they have, like, or when you say work, you might mean industry though. Maybe you don't mean your exact job. But if you're talking about your job, like, that's something you would have to talk to your manager about. But if you're talking about like the industry, then yeah, like you might have like some transferable skills that you can do for something else. But it honestly, it really all depends. We do not have kids. No kids, no pets, no mortgage. Hello, Sheba.
If you have a career in tech, I feel like it's very easy to probably move abroad because a lot of tech is kind of online and remote jobs. So
Yeah, for sure.
if you have any kind of tech job, it's very easy to do that.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like.
It depends on the company.
Well, no, I was just gonna say that's true, but I also just don't want to discourage people who don't have tech jobs.
Oh, yeah.
And also, like, what is a tech job? Because I feel like I used to work in tech, but like I worked in the tech industry, but like I was in marketing. So I feel like sometimes whenever I see people being like, "Oh, women in tech," I'm like, nah. I'm not like I don't do tech, right? Like I just talk about tech. But yeah, for sure, like those kind of jobs are more likely to be remote. I'm in Georgia right now. Hey, wait, you mean Georgia the country? I assume? I could be wrong. I heard Georgia is cool. Let's go, Sheba. Where you going? The real Jackie Brown, where you trying to go? Is it hard to get a visa in Japan? I don't know. Whenever we went to Japan, we were only there for 10 days and we didn't need a visa. But obviously, if you're going to be there longer, like I said, for visa processor, you're going to have to look them up for the specific countries.
There's just a good community of black people in Japan, too.
Is there?
Did I remember that guy when we went to...
That was
the
one
R&B?
guy.
No, he said there's black communities out there.
Yeah, but like, is the community actually available to people? I feel like we were in this black people in Japan group, and it was so dead. Now there maybe there's a community we just didn't know about. Like, are there black people there? Yeah. Is the community live? Nah. To me, it was no. I don't know. What about cats? What about them? Like, yeah, like, I mean, if you can move with a dog, you can move with a cat. Like, I mean, but like I said, it just depends on where you're going. You're going to have to consider, like, weight. If you're looking at a dog, you're going to have to consider if there are any breed restrictions, the airline. Like, there are a lot of things to take into consideration, but it is possible to move abroad with pets. What do I do for a living? Digital marketing and affiliate marketing are the primary ways that I make money. And I do have videos on my page where I go through all of my income streams. Is it difficult to move to Canada? I don't know because I have never moved there.
It might be restricting after all this stuff going on.
You may have answers. What are the best places for black people? Yeah, I did answer that. So, and I actually have a video pinned on my page right now that lists like places that I would consider going if you wanted to be somewhere where you're not going to like stick out like a sore thumb or where you have a black community. What about people without a tech job looking impossible unless you're rich? No, not at all, Red Diamond. Like, because if you're looking for a remote job, like something like customer service is really like low hanging fruit. A lot of time, like it doesn't require a degree. You can transfer probably any experience you've had in the past into customer service. So I would start there. But you know, the thing to also keep in mind is like you can get a customer service job, but and I don't know, y'all can let me know in the comments. Like, are y'all the kind of people where you get a job and you're like, this is my check. I don't give a fuck. I don't gotta like it. It is what it is. Or you're the type of person that's like, if I don't love this, I can't stay here, because that is something that I also do want to put out as we're talking about jobs, because yeah, it might be easy. If you go be there, at least tap. Because I'm like, it might be easy for you to get like a customer service job, but are you going to enjoy a customer service job, or are you going to get burned out in a customer service job? But jobs like customer service, admins, virtual assistants, administrators, a lot of those jobs don't always require a degree, but you just have to consider like what your skill set is. I know like remote jobs can feel kind of hard to get, but you got to keep trying, y'all. Like you got to put yourself out there. And in my opinion, it is worth like investing in someone to help you with like your resume and your cover letter so you can actually stand out and have a shot at these jobs. Thank y'all so much for all the hearts. Taxpayer identification number. Okay. Best countries to move if you are a nurse practitioner. I don't know. How is Thailand? Is it similar to USA, or would it be super different? Very different.
You gonna love it though.
Very.
You gonna love it. You might want to come back here.
Yeah, we love Thailand. Like we're talking about going back to Thailand like next month. Like we love Thailand, but it's very different. Like if you are looking for something that's going to be similar culturally to America, I would probably look at like Canada or Mexico, right? It's all on the same continent. It's not super far away. Like if you go to Asia, you're going to get a culture shock, which for some people they love. Like we love Asia. But if you are someone who's like, I want to be out of this country, but I still want to be more connected to this country, I'm not here to judge. That's fine. I would consider somewhere like Canada or Mexico. You know, I'm about to use your phone to go through these questions, because then I ain't got to keep leaning up here. I'm not just on my phone, y'all. I'm literally reading y'all questions on here. Okay, yes, I did answer that question. Different demographics, maybe. I'm not sure if that was a question. Are y'all still in the U.S.? Yes, MJ, we are still here in the U.S. I need black people and English, and I'm good. I mean, the English part, I mean, I think that if you want to leave the U.S., then you need to be willing to learn another language. I'm not saying you have to become fluent in this language, but, like, you want to at least be able to do, like, the basics, right? Like, you want to be able to have a conversation. You want to be able to get what you need. So, but I mean, there are places around the world that do speak English. I'm blanking on them right now, but, even like the UK, right? Like they speak English there and there's black people there. So you do have some options. And even some places in like Africa, like they speak English too. Even, like South Africa, they speak English. So like you do have some options, but y'all don't be that ignorant ass American that goes to another country thinking they're too good to learn a language. Just please don't be that person. Cause like, if so, stay your ass in the States. What's the next move? We don't know yet. We're keeping it a secret because we keep thinking we know the next move and then we change our minds. So we just decided that whenever we pop up in our next country, we're just going to pop on here and tell y'all. You are welcome. Yes, we do still pay income taxes in the U.S. I've been driving semi 14 years before that, customer service, but not online. So yeah, so Red Diamond, like you have customer service experience. So like, just like fix up your resume. Fix up your resume and then you can apply for customer service jobs. There's a troller in here. Oh, always. Trollers, y'all are welcome. Hello. It's engagement. I appreciate it. And thank y'all so much for the hearts. How do you manage your... Oh, hold on. I want to leave the U.S., but I have 2 kids on the spectrum. I don't know where to go. So, Amanda, there's a website called... It's not necessarily the same, but I think you might find some resources in... Sorry, I got distracted by that comment. You might find some resources if you go to like apieceoftravel.com. But for something like that specific, you definitely want to do your research. But don't assume that it's impossible, y'all. Like, too many people just assume that this life is impossible for them without even trying. Like, there are people out there who had more challenges, more roadblocks, more barriers than you, and they still fucking made it happen. I think he should talk for a while. He looks like he has a lot to say. You got a lot to say, baby?
No. You asked me a question, I might, but...
I'm telling you.
I'm not going to be rambling for no reason.
I'm telling y'all, like, people be thinking that, like, oh, damn, he wants to talk and she won't let him. But I'm like, trust me, he don't want to talk that much. I promise you. How do you manage your health abroad? Do you mean, like, health care? Or do you mean just, like, physical? He reminds me so much of my husband. Yeah, girl, I'm the extrovert. He's the introvert. He's here for moral support. Also, because we used to go live a lot more in Asia, and people would be like, "Oh my God, like where's Mel? We miss him." And I was like, "Baby, you gotta come back. Like you gotta come." I'm trying to get him to make a monthly appearance on live at least, but that might be a stretch. But yeah, do you mean health care or do you just mean like our physical health? Like we work out abroad, like we join gyms. Also, like he talked about earlier, a lot of countries, like it's just so much easier to be healthy because you're walking
and
places.
The food, and like the number one main thing that's killing us really is the food.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the food, and when you go to other countries, the food is so much different and tastes different. You don't feel bloated.
You don't feel disgusted. Like, I mean, it is... Good morning, Pure Life Travels.
Fruits have seeds, like it's supposed to.
Yes, the produce has seeds. You can
smell it.
You walk in the grocery store, you can actually smell the produce in a produce section. The fruit looks more beat up because it's supposed to. That like perfectly pretty fruit that we see in the U.S., y'all, that's not normal. Like I'm not saying,
sweet,
yeah, like
I'm supposed to.
Yeah, I'm not saying that like fruit should never be beautiful, but like please understand, like it's not. Like fruit, it comes from the fucking ground, right? Sometimes it's gonna have like a brown spot. It's
some come from the ground.
Whatever. Okay, it all comes from the ground. What do you mean?
It's about trees and stuff.
Trees come from the ground. That counts. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Give me my neck. Thank you. What do you think about Colombia? Mahogany, we love Colombia. We were there for 2.5 months last year, and low-key, I wish you would have never left, but I'm not going to go there.
Medellin, to be specific.
Yes, Medellin, Colombia. I'm an HR assistant freelancer, which I love, and we're moving to Portugal. Yes, let's get it. Yes, we are still in the U.S. Husband is Kenyan. We are fortunate to own homes. Oh, I love that. Thailand is amazing. I don't know, y'all. I'm still catching up a little bit. It amazes me how people have so much pushback because of fear as if they're not suffering in the US. Kiki, okay? Kiki, okay?
Giving gems. That is exactly
Kiki!
right.
Like, people be out here like, is it hard to move abroad? I'm like, isn't it hard living in a country that is poisoning you with their food? Like, isn't it hard to live in a country where you're afraid that you're gonna be pew-pewed by walking into a movie theater? Isn't it hard to live in a country where you're afraid to send your children to school? Isn't it hard to live in a country where you can't even afford your fucking groceries? Like, choose your heart, y'all. Like, choose your heart. Not you telling me to calm down. It's crazy.
I can feel the chain going.
Yeah, okay. Whatever. Let me see.
I guess another difference between living abroad and here is like you ain't gotta worry about getting shot up.
Mel,
The
yeah.
kids are safe.
Yeah.
The kids are gonna be safe abroad in school.
Yeah, that safety. That's a really big thing. Like, obviously there's crime everywhere, like, right? Like, where there's humans, there is crime. Like, that's just the fact of the matter. But not having to worry about like a mass pew pew is like it is phenomenal, okay? Like, now listen, you might get somebody might like take your phone, right? Like, petty theft, yeah, like that you will see more of abroad. But the kind of crimes you see here, and like the hate crimes, this is the kind of stuff that, like, you're not gonna have to deal with. Hello, abroad life.
Also, another thing, I was having a conversation yesterday with one of my clients. We was talking about kids and stuff, about like how the difference between having kids. No, she was saying that I see the difference between kids here and abroad. And one of the differences I saw was like the kids were so much more calm, like abroad and stuff like that. And she was saying that she can see how that is, because she was saying like she has a 3-year-old, whereas like you can already see he's already kind of building like some kind of an anxiety, compared to living abroad and stuff. Like even adults in the U.S. have anxiety. Even like when I first came back to the state after leaving abroad and stuff like that, I can feel the anxiety coming back soon as I step back in this country.
Yeah.
And that is something like you don't really think about till you're actually in that you going through it.
Yeah, like it rolls over into the kids, unfortunately. And I'm not here to like judge anybody's like parenting, like whatever. I think it just in general, it is really interesting to see that, it's really interesting to see that whenever you are abroad, like you just don't see a lot of screaming kids. Like you don't, like, it's just not something that you see all the time. But you know how like here in the US, like we love to trauma bond. Everybody is stressed out. Everybody is anxious. Everybody is struggling for money. And we think that it's supposed to be normal. Like, y'all, that is not supposed to be normal. And don't even get me started on parents and like childcare, like how expensive it is. Like, it's just, it's fucking out of this world. Let me get back to some of these questions. Do you recommend transferring money from the USA banks to the country you live in? I think if you're going to live somewhere permanently, then that is something that I would do, because we've been moving around. That's not something that we have done. Where are you living currently? We move around. So we are nomadic. We're digital nomads. If you could afford it, if I could afford it, I would move to the UK where my husband is from. Celtic Kitchen Wish, then start making some more money. If y'all are like, I want to move, but I can't afford it, there's two things I'm going to tell you. The first thing I'm going to tell you is that if you can afford life in the United States, you can afford to live abroad. Okay? Like, living abroad is way cheaper. I mean, don't go to like Switzerland or New Zealand, but like living abroad is way cheaper outside of the US. Like, every time people are like, how are you guys affording this lifestyle? Like, we come back here to this country and we're like, how are y'all affording to live in the United States? Like, every time we go to the grocery store, we're like, what the fuck? Like, these prices are out. How? Like, how are people affording this? Like, it is absolutely bananas. Somebody said, you look tired of me.
Okay.
You tired of me, baby? Elizabeth said, I'm back in America. So sad about it. Can I live with you? I'm weak. I don't mind to learn, but speaking of, what would be good resources for us to learn other languages? Babbel, Duolingo, put your phone in the language that you want to learn, change your subtitles on Netflix, but the best way to do it is to go to that country and get fully immersed. Thank y'all so much for all the hearts.
The day-to-day living is gonna get you.
Yeah, exactly. Don't you miss paying taxes here? I still pay U.S. taxes. Yeah, Duolingo is free. I'm looking to Mexico, but not sure where. You got a lot of options in Mexico. Merida, Puerto Vallarta, La Playa, Mexico City. You got a lot of options. Thank you so much, Brandon, for all the roses. We appreciate it. And for those there who are just not joining, don't forget that I am doing 50% off the hey, go ahead. Thank you so much. It's because of the goal, yeah. We are doing 50% off the Move Abroad bundle at the link in my bio. The promo code is abroad2025. If you put in that promo code, you'll get it today for 50% off. Y'all take advantage because there's a 16-page guide in there, and there are 12 live trainings that I did last month answering all things about moving abroad, living abroad. Take advantage of the deal while it's hot. Let me see. Can you buy land there? I missed that. I'm sorry. I don't even know what you're asking me about. Ireland and all of Scandinavia, most people are speaking English. I hear good things about Ireland. What do you think about Vietnam?
We love Vietnam. Don't let the U.S. propaganda, they'll be telling you that Vietnam is bad. It's not. We had a war a long time with them, and the people are actually very nice and welcoming. Just put paste.
Yeah.
The food is great. Like, it's fresh food.
Literally, some of the best food I have had in my entire, like, top three, like, hands down. Vietnam, the food is phenomenal. Like, the people, y'all, that country has been through so much. Like, honestly, when you look at the history, it is so fucked up. Like, all the shit that Vietnam has had to go through, and like us ignorant ass Americans, we like to like pick on them, and we like to make jokes like, oh, you went to the country where like they eat cat, or they eat, they eat dogs or whatever. And it's like, do you have any idea what it feels like to literally be so fucking hungry that you are forced to eat rats? That you are forced to eat a dog because you don't have a fucking choice, because you're literally starving. Like, do you have any idea what it's like to have to share a whole house? Imagine somebody a whole family having to live in a house that's the size of your bathroom. Like, and this is one of the beautiful things about traveling, y'all, is like, you grow as a person. You learn so much. Like, you literally change from the inside out. And especially when you go to certain places like Vietnam that do have a lot of history. Like, it really is such a beautiful thing. Like, please just, wherever you go, please always be respectful to other cultures. Like, stop talking shit, thinking that you know every fucking thing. Like, Americans, like, we think that America is the best thing since sliced bread. We think we're the best country, we're the best people, and everybody is stressed out, anxious, and fucking broke. So please make it make sense. Okay. I came in on the eating dog part. Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm still catching up. Do you have a step-by-step guide of what to do? I do not know where to begin. Yeah, so the Move Abroad bundle that's on sale, it comes with my Move Abroad resource guide. And literally, this is a 16-page guide. If you are somebody who wants to leave the U.S., but you do not know, May is like, catch your breath. Hey, May. It is a 16-page guide with information on all things moving abroad. And in the guide, I give you your next steps. If you're like, I don't know where to start, I give you a starting point. And the promo code is abroad2025 if you want to take advantage of the bundle. Hello, Tasha. I'm anxious every day. I feel it. Where do you move? Y'all, we're moving around. We're digital nomads. We have not chosen one place. So last year we left the country. We did a one-way flight to Brazil. We've been in Brazil, Spain, Vietnam, Thailand, Japan, China, Indonesia, Panama, and Colombia. I think I hit all of them. Let me know if I missed any of them. I'm trying to move my family to a place that is safe. I'm thinking Bali. What types of jobs can I do to live abroad? We talked about customer service, data analyst, writers, editors, teachers.
Do you have any kind of certification with that?
Yeah, like teachers, trainers.
Teachers to be specific.
Yeah, English teaching is like a really popular thing. Like, you can get certified to speak English, and a lot of time these companies will actually help you land jobs. We paid $100 a month for a nanny in Rwanda. That's what I'm saying, LaShawn. That's what I'm saying. Like, in the U.S., like, we have been like forced to believe that things like a nanny and a driver and a cook are things that you can only do if you're rich. And then you go abroad and you realize people have live-in nannies for less than your fucking car payment, for less than half of your car payment. Like, do not let the US make you think that that you're supposed to be stressed out. You're supposed to work your life away. Nobody gets to the end of their life and they're like, "Oh, I'm so glad that I worked so hard. Damn, I'm so glad I went to that job every day. I'm so glad I didn't use my PTO." Like, do not let people make you think that you were supposed to work yourself to death. You are not. It is 2025. There are too many ways that you can be making money from your cell phone. I talk about travel. I talk about living abroad, but I also talk about how to make money online. I talk about my income streams. I talk about ways that we create digital products, affiliate marketing. We get paid to take surveys, publishing books. Like, there's so many different ways that you can make money online, y'all. If you have a fucking Wi-Fi connection, you can be making money from your cell phone. But the question is, are you about that life or are you not? Are you about that life or are you not? Are you just talking about it or are you actually serious about learning how to make money? Because listen, this year, when I tell you we have gotten creative about different ways to earn money because we had to. Neither of us had full-time jobs. Where can you get the bundle? The bundle is at the link in my bio. It's called the Move Abroad Bundle. Promo code is Abroad 2025 for 50% off. And you know what I'm going to do for y'all? Everybody want to talk about money. I'm about to do a live special right now. I have a guide. It's called the Cash Flow Come Up Checklist. And I give you more than 20 different ways that you can start making more money. I don't care if you are an introvert. I don't care if you have more time than money, if you have more money than time. Listen, there is something you can start doing today to start making you more money. I know, because trust me, I have failed at way more things that I have succeeded with whenever it comes to making money online. And I know there are so many things you can be doing. So for the next 5 minutes, I'm going to do a promo. If you get the Move Abroad bundle, which is already 50% off, if you get the Move Abroad bundle, promo code Abroad 2025, I'm going to also send you my cash flow come up checklist as a bonus. You got 5 minutes, get with it or get lost. Okay. It's 3:30 right now. So if you get it before 3:36, I'm going to send you the bonus cash flow guide as soon as I get off live. Can you share some places that you have lived? Yes. Mexico, Brazil, Thailand, Vietnam, Colombia, Peru. I'm missing one.
Thailand.
Oh, I thought I said Thailand. Maybe I didn't. Okay, yeah, Thailand. Those are a few places. I get so excited to see these stories. Yes. What do you do for a living? Digital marketing and affiliate marketing, which, by the way, y'all, if you have no idea about digital marketing or affiliate marketing, I teach you that in the cash flow come up checklist, which I'm doing as a bonus. You got 4 minutes. You got 4 minutes. If you want to take advantage of the live special, remind me later so I can see 3:30 to 3:35 for when they came in. You got 4 minutes if you want to take advantage of the live special where you're going to get the Move Abroad bundle. Look at me using him as a rest. Budget travel. Yeah, budget travel is in the bundle as well, y'all. Y'all, I literally put these resources together based on questions that y'all ask me. This is how I know. This is how I knew what to put in there, because y'all asked me, how do I travel with kids? What do I do about health insurance? What if I have a pet? I put all of these things in the bundle. So you got 3 more minutes if you want to take advantage of the live special. Let me see. Everybody is asking where we live. We don't live anywhere. We are digital nomads. I've never lived in New Zealand. You are welcome. Yeah, italki is another great app. I've only been in Jamaica for vacation. I've never lived there. Y'all, as far as jobs to move abroad, that's all in the bundle. It's all in the bundle. Specific websites where you can find, I don't see a link to the package. Divine Balance, if you go to the link in my bio, it's the first one, under the photo of me, it says Move Abroad Bundle. It's priced at $97, but if you put in the promo code Abroad 2025, then it'll be 50% off. Y'all got 2.5 minutes to take advantage of the live special if you want to do that. More expensive than the U.S. is what more expensive than the U.S.? Can I use rental income from U.S. property to meet income requirements? Possibly, Nay. They might want to see a job. Take it from somebody who has been making money online. People are very uncomfortable.
While you're abroad, one of the things about compared to the U.S. and stuff like that, one thing what he says, most places you don't have to show a lot of different things. As long as they know you can pay their money.
Mel, we cannot be telling people to take those kind of risks.
No. I'm talking about in Thailand when people were talking about as long as you have, as long as you can pay to go in, there's no, you don't do no credit check and all of those other stuff, all the hikes that you got to go through the U.S. just to get an apartment here that you do compared to as long as you can pay, you're and that's it. That's all they need over there. So,
I mean, I would place. I don't want you to take all your stuff to the airport and then get there and be like, oh, you know.
honestly, do your research first, but still.
Yeah, but it is true that sometimes with visa requirements, they'll be like, oh yeah, you have to have this, and then like you get there and they don't even ask for it. So, but that obviously is like, that's a risk that you will have to take. I know some of y'all were saying that you can't find the link. I'm gonna drop it in here, although not you. That's crazy. I'm just playing. I'm gonna drop the link in here. I know you can't like click on it, but maybe you can copy and paste it. I'm gonna pin the comment for those of you who cannot find the bundle but you want to purchase it. You have about 1 more minute if you want to take advantage of the live special. The promo code is abroad 2025. What was your favorite place this year? I would say Thailand and Colombia. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Is this through remote year? No, remote year is gone. They don't exist anymore.
Sad.
Yeah, it is sad. They closed down, unfortunately. But we traveled with remote year in February and March. And then after that, we did everything on our own. What did you do before you were self-employed? Marketing. Still. The part-time job that I have, it's a project-based job. It's like off and on, and it's market research. But I've also I was a social media manager for a long time, but I've been like in the entrepreneurship space for a while now. Want to move my family to Thailand. Let's get it. He looking at you like no more discounts, man. No.
We like to help the people.
Of course we do. Because we get it. Like, listen, we've been out here roughing it, okay? The promo code is abroad 2025. Let's get it, Gigi. Thank you for your business. Any of y'all who purchased it, I'm going to send you the, in the next, before, it's 335. You guys are 336. But if you purchase in that window, I will send you the cash flow come up checklist. The promo code is abroad 2025. I'll put it in here one more time.
Just paste. I want to tell you that.
Yeah, but I changed it because I actually added a promo code.
Okay.
All right, I'm pinning the promo code for anybody who wants to take advantage of the bundle. Y'all got like 30 more seconds. Actually, technically your time is up. But if you get it at 3:36, I'll let it slide. But the promo code still works. But if you want the live bonus of the cash flow guide, that's what the 5 minutes was for. You were welcome. I need help with the making money part. This is literally why I did the cash flow come up checklist bonus for y'all, because everybody out here thinking that you can't make money unless you have a job. And I get it, because a lot of us were raised in a world where if you wanted money, you got a job. And if you wanted more money, you got another job. And so now you just have all these jobs. None of them pay you enough money to actually cover your bills and live your fucking life. And you're spending all of your life working and trying to figure out what the hell am I working for? Because you're not even thriving. You're just surviving. Like, there's so many different ways you can make money online. So we create digital products. A lot of the stuff that y'all see on my page, he helps with this shit because he's out here living this life with me, right? So creating digital products, that's one way. Y'all, I always recommend affiliate marketing. I always recommend affiliate marketing if you want to get started making money online, because you don't have to create a product. The product already exists. You can pick a product, service, offer, whatever it is that you already know and love, and talk about it. You're already gushing about products and shit that you love to your family and friends. Start getting paid for that shit. This is why I recommend affiliate marketing. But there are a lot of things you can do to make money online. We talked about teaching English. Obviously, that's a job. There are companies out there that will pay you hundreds of dollars for your opinions. Y'all, I did an interview last Friday, 30 minutes. 30 minutes. They pay me $100. Y'all, market research can be a side hustle for you. This is why I said in my cash flow come up checklist, I show you different ways that you can make money. You are welcome. How to find a job in Thailand. I actually have seen a Facebook group where it's like expats or people, non-Thai people trying to find, or looking for looking for on the ground jobs in Thailand. So you can check Facebook groups as well. I think Facebook groups, thank you for your business, Kelsey. I think Facebook groups are so underrated for travel. Like, even if you think Facebook is lame, Facebook groups have a ton of information. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything else. Is there time to start from zero income? What do you mean time? There's always time. What you mean? There's always time. Like, time is our most valuable asset. Start now. They didn't ask me for anything. Proof of return flight. Damn, Nala. I know that's right. What? Credit check is an American thing. Oh, let's talk about it. Mm-hmm. Our credit is shit.
And the U.S. is in debt. So
yeah.
How is somebody that's in debt going to fucking check you?
Y'all, our credit is shit. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. And I had amazing... Y'all, I used to have... I mean... Like, back in the day, like, people would be like, Bianca, you got white people credit. Like, I used to have top of the line credit. And then I ended up doing, like, a debt consolidation program. Y'all, less than 2 months into this program, when I tell you, they took... I mean, it was like, forget the fact that for an entire decade, this woman has proven herself. Forget the fact that she had this perfect credit. They didn't give a damn. 2 months into this program, my credit score dropped like 100 points. And you know what? This is one of the reasons why I was like, you know what? Fuck this country. This don't make no fucking sense. Y'all spend your whole lives trying to make it seem like our value is tied to our credit score. By the way, a little pro tip. You know who don't give a fuck about credit scores? Wealthy people. Because you know what wealthy people care about? Their net worth. Asset versus liabilities. But why they not talking about that? They teaching us all the things about credit. Everything is about credit. Bad credit, no credit, right? You come to the U.S., what are the commercials? Let's talk about our commercials we see here. What we see, baby, on TV? First of all, I'm sorry. I asked you and then I cut you off because I'm lit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Commercials. How we were talking about how, like, whenever we're abroad, like, the commercials are so different. Whenever we come back to the U.S., thank you for your business. Whenever you come back to the U.S., y'all, Big Pharma.
Oh, yeah.
Big Pharma.
The medicine tell you what it is for, and then I just spend like a minute afterwards. I'm telling you what's the side effect of it.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to get pregnant? You can take this pill, but you might get kidney disease, and you might die, and you might have anal leakage, or some fucking crazy shit. Like, Big Pharma, debt, buy this car. Oh, new iPhone. Y'all, when are we going to stop buying new iPhones? And I would just like to say, I just got a new iPhone. I am pissed. Do not get the iPhone 15 because that battery is fucking garbage. Y'all, I thought I was going to get the 16. I looked, I said $1,400 for a cell phone. This is the 16 Pro. My husband got the 16 Pro, y'all. And you know what? This is the same fucking phone. It's the same phone. But good old consumerism. You need a bigger TV. You need a bigger car. You need a bigger house. That's another thing. This is another thing in terms of like living abroad versus living in the U.S. Like, we have both like talked about how things, y'all, stuff.
Collectors, like collecting things.
We are hoarders in the United States. We have stuff on. That's probably why we hate moving so much. We have stuff on stuff on stuff. We got all the things. We got all the things. How do you get black hair done in another country? You find somebody who can do it. It depends on the country. I got my hair braided in Vietnam. I have a video on here about that. I got my hair braided in Colombia. I think that's it as far as like getting my hair braided. Well, I got it washed in Colombia as well. I would look for like black expat groups and wherever you're at and like figure out like where they go to get their hair done. And he's got his haircut in like, I don't even know how many countries now. At least 5?
Yeah. Some of the haircuts is a little shaky now. I'm not even gonna lie. It's a little shaky, but
I don't think you ever had a shaky haircut. What? Where?
Nah.
Where?
What's it called? Thailand. I had some shake on in Thailand.
Okay. He never had a haircut where like
Vietnam.
In Vietnam by the Ghanaian guy. Yes. Okay.
The first one.
I just want to point out that whenever he says shaky, what he means is it's not what he's used to. It wasn't.
I don't like it.
Okay, right, but it wasn't like like they messed up his hair or anything. It was just like a different style that he didn't like. Is there art? Is there hair? Is there hairstylist jobs?
Sure, there's gonna be hairstylist job everywhere you go. As long as somebody requires your service, you can do it.
Yeah, but I think the bigger thing with that is I'm blowing my nose, y'all. I didn't want to do it on camera.
Like your work service and stuff like that. I mean, working in the country, like you don't want to get that problem.
Yeah, so it's not that you can't like work abroad and do things abroad, but here listen. Let's just give it to them raw, okay? First of all, if you go to a country where you can apply for a work permit, this is a different story, right? Like you may want to look at something like New Zealand or like Australia, right? Like there are some countries that do offer like work permits, but that's not super often. The other thing is we have met, remember the guy in Thailand at the Caribbean place, that white guy from like Ohio?
I need more.
You don't remember him?
I need more context.
We only ate at one Caribbean place in Thailand with a white guy. What are you? Okay. Anyway, y'all, so we literally met this dude who was from Ohio, American guy in Thailand. He was working at some Jamaican place or some Caribbean place, and because he knew someone there, basically that person,
type of thing.
Exactly, like basically somebody paid him under the table. Now, am I gonna recommend you do that? Absolutely not. And also, like, I feel like that's kind of something where like it has to be up to your best judgment, right? If you got a hookup, if you have somebody in a country and they know somebody who knows somebody and they can pay you in cash, that's your business, okay? That is your business. If that were my only stream of income, I wouldn't go. Like I wouldn't go depending on that. But that is an option. And there's actually a woman, the woman who owns the Brothers and Sisters in Thailand Facebook group. She's a singer, and so she sings in Thailand. So there are possibilities for you to get a job on the ground. I will just say that I wouldn't recommend having that as your only stream of income unless you if you have backup, you have a lot of savings. But if you ain't got no money and you don't have no money coming in, I wouldn't go to Thailand and be like, oh, I'm going to just see if I can apply for a job. Especially if you're talking about a place where you don't even speak the language, you don't know a local. Like, it's very unlikely. Thank y'all so much for the hearts. But yeah, we talked about customer service jobs earlier as far as like remote jobs. Those of you who are in here, if I missed your question, I am sorry. We've had a lot of them. Please just repeat it for me. I appreciate it. I know we have some new people in here as well. Where do you live abroad? So we are digital nomads. We move around. We are not beholden to like one spot. Like we move around, and we were in 9 different countries last year. Right now we're in the US visiting. But where do you live? Oh yeah. What about healthcare? So for us, like the credit card travel, the Chase Sapphire Reserve, it has travel insurance that's like really good as far as like, you're welcome, Debbie. Like if you have like an emergency, so that's just kind of what we have been using, but you can get travel insurance. There are U.S. health companies, even like Cigna, Blue Cross. Like there are U.S. healthcare companies that offer travel insurance. There's digital nomad insurance, and y'all, all of these are.
And also, in some of those countries, you can pay out of pocket for some of your health insurance need or whatever you need to get done in the hospital or whatever. It ain't gonna break your pockets as it does here. So
exactly.
I've heard a lot of people say that compared to their medicine they get here in the States compared to. It might be $300 here or whatever it is. I can't remember exactly what I was talking to somebody. And compared, they was paying way less than that. It was like maybe $30 or $40 compared to like for what they got. The difference for their medicine. Yeah,
and just even like if you, and obviously God forbid, but if you have to go to the emergency room or if you need to you have like an emergency, something like with dental, y'all, that shit is so much cheaper outside of the US. Like y'all know how here, drop a number 1 in the comments if you have ever been afraid to go to the dentist because you didn't know how much it was going to cost.
Oh, yes.
Drop a number 1 in the comments if like something happened to you and even though you wanted to go to urgent care or you wanted to go to the emergency room, you were like, I'm not going because I can't afford it. Y'all, this is not supposed to be normal. You should not be afraid to take care of yourself. Like that is ludicrous. But unfortunately, like that is the norm in the United States for a lot of people. And the thing is, like I said, Whenever it comes to health insurance, travel insurance, you have a lot of options, but also keep in mind that just going to the doctor, going to the dentist in general, even if you don't have insurance, it's so much cheaper. I'm just going back here to see if I missed any comments. Hold on, what's the code? For those of you who want the Move Abroad bundle, the promo code is at the link in my bio. The promo code is Abroad 2025. And it's 50% off if you get it. Well, arguably you can get it after I'm live, but I'm only promoting it on live. Like I haven't promoted it on my page. So if you want to take advantage of that deal, the Moving Abroad bundle, it's at the link in my bio. It's priced at $97, but it is 50% off with the promo code Abroad 2025. Okay, so I answered that. I would say write down your pros and cons and see what countries you see yourself. Yeah, I love that. Like one thing that we tell people is make your list of non-negotiables, because at the end of the day, let me also say living abroad is not for everybody, okay? Like it is not. And if you are somebody, matter of fact, let me know in the comments, how many countries have you traveled to outside of the US? There is no shade. There is no shame. Nobody was a born traveler, okay? Like we all started at ground zero, but I'm just curious. Let me know like how many countries y'all have been to, but I feel like if you are not well traveled and if you have not traveled outside of like a resort or a cruise, I highly recommend traveling before you go live abroad, because if you only are used to our cushy life in the US, you are going to get a rude motherfucking awakening when you go abroad. Like, and we can even talk about some of the differences. Like, let's talk about some of the non-sexy things. Like, we're not just going to sit here and tell you, oh, you move abroad and then your life is perfect and everything is great. Let's talk about some of the things that are like negative about living abroad, or like some of the things that you will likely miss about the United States whenever you live abroad.
I guess standards in some places, like standards, like how I guess what in the U.S. what some people will consider the house or whatever it is. In some countries, you might have like instead of having a nice house, you might have like a roof or whatever it is.
What? You might have a roof.
No, I feel like one of those like when we was in Colombia, some like the places, or even Panama, like some of the houses over there was like very broken down houses, but people were still happy and still living in there.
Yeah. So like just like the standard,
like a metal roof or whatever it is type of.
Yeah, so like some of it's like so, and this is obviously it depends on the neighborhood. Like it's not like you can't get like nice places, but y'all like when you go outside of the U.S. Outdoor kitchen. Oh yes. Remember that in Costa Rica? Mm-hmm. That was that's another example. And now
also AC in the house too.
Yeah, like central air.
Yeah.
Like a lot of places you go, if you have AC, it's not central. It's like an AC unit in your room that you have a remote control for, which is fine for us, but at the end of the day, like that, if you are someone who is like only used to central AC, that might be really frustrating for you. Also, like, I'm not saying that other countries do not have hot water. Okay, I am not saying that, but I am saying that taking a 30-minute hot shower, that may not be something that you are going to get outside of the U.S. Okay, like I don't really like really hot showers, anyways, but he does.
It's not cold water. It's not a cold shower. So it's just like a lukewarm.
But it's not even that. Even if it's hot, it doesn't stay hot that long.
Oh, yeah.
Like a lot of places where, like, even if you have hot water, like you're not about to take no 20-minute hot shower. Like that's not gonna happen.
The transportation, how like you might get some Ubers where it's like a little bit down.
Yeah, I mean you could get that here though, can't you?
No, you have to. Your car have to like. We have like inspection that we have to do every year, or whatever it is. Like most places in the country.
We
like,
do for Uber.
A regular car have to do inspections.
Oh yeah, you trying to say they don't got to get inspected abroad?
They don't.
Oh, okay. Well, what he was talking about, or do you wanted to say it louder?
Well, just like how like in the U.S. we have like some kind of standards like okay, you got to make sure you have your car have inspection, have like if your car has this, it doesn't have this, you can't drive it. In most of those countries, they don't have that. Like you have a working car, that can go on the road as long as it's not dangerous or whatever it is. Where you can still drive it, and it's like it ain't gonna be what.
You said it's as long as it's not dangerous, and I was thinking about in Brazil when. We were going to the y'all.
Oh, I saw these hills.
We're literally in the airport in our. We're literally on the way to the airport in an Uber, and this guy's tire goes flat. This Uber driver pulls over, and we're like, "Oh my god!" We're like, because we got to get to the airport. We're over here like, "Oh my god, we need to." We're like, "Yeah," we're like, "We need to get a different Uber." He's like, "No." He's like 5 minutes, 5 minutes, y'all. This man changed his motherfucking tire in 5 minutes and got us to the airport in plenty of time, but. Yeah. But basically like what he's talking about is like if you request an Uber here, for example, like even if you don't get like a Mercedes, you might get like a nice car. But if you get an Uber in some other country, sometimes it might not even have AC. Oh. Like there were times in Colombia and like in Medellin, it's not even like that hot, but you be feeling that motherfucking sun. And sometimes somebody will roll up in a little toot toot and it be hot as hell.
And what about those hills?
We ain't even talk about that. But that's specific to Medellin. Oh, man, Uber in Egypt was intense. Uber in Egypt. Egypt is intense in general, okay? Egypt, I could do a whole live on Egypt alone. but what else? As far as like not knowing the language and going grocery shopping. So we love to cook. Thank God for the hearts. Please double tap. We love to cook. And like, so we go grocery shopping abroad, and when you don't know, what is this like spot of sun like that just popped up right here? Like he's trying to tell me not to get distracted. You act like you know me. Anyway, I did lose my train of thought. Groceries, yes. When you do not know the language and you're grocery shopping, going grocery shopping takes a lot longer. Can you get it done? Absolutely. To teach, to inspire. Hello, Shauna. Hey, Shauna. I was like, I'm gonna get your name right. See, some of y'all don't be wanting to have y'all names as y'all usernames, and I be over here trying to remember names, and I'm already bad at names in general. But hello, Shauna. So, yeah, so not knowing the language and like going grocery shopping, like sometimes those things take longer. And then just in general, let me know in the comments. I want to see who from the north, who from the south. What is y'all favorite grocery store? Like everybody has their favorite grocery store that they love to shop in. Drop in the comments and let me know what your favorite grocery store is.
Now what about the whole? Let me speak to a manager.
Oh yeah, let's do that one next. Let's do that one next for sure. Okay, I see. Hey Aaron, Wegmans, Costco. I've never heard of HEB. Sprouts, what? Jesus. More Wegmans, Walmart, Stop and Shop, Sprouts, Food Depot, Jewel. Okay, yeah, some of these I ain't even heard of. Y'all, you know how you have your favorite grocery store and you love going in there? Listen, when you go abroad, baby, you go get what the fuck you got, okay? Whatever grocery store is there, that is what you got. Like, you know how you've been going to this same store your entire life and you walk in there and you know exactly where this is? No. Every time you go in a grocery store when you live abroad, it's a new experience. Now, obviously, if you live in the same spot, you will get used to it. But, like, it is a learning experience, like, trying to figure out, like, where things are. And so it just completely depends. Go ahead with the one you want to talk about, baby.
That whole, I want to be the manager, that whole caring attitude that the U.S. has, it's not going to fly. Not going to fly abroad. Like, let's say your food comes out and it's not exactly as you want it to be or whatever. You just want to like, let's take it back. They're going to bring the whole manager out here, and then the manager's going to talk to you and going to be like, hey, ain't nothing we can do about
it. Yeah. This whole like, oh, well, I don't like my food, so I'm not going to pay for it. Yes, the fuck you are. Yes, the fuck you are. Like, this, you don't, like, sending food back is a very American thing. Like, yeah. You don't go abroad and just be like, oh, I don't like this, can you send it back? Because they're going to look at you. Remember we were in Vietnam and went to that Thai place, and it was that kind of curry that I learned there that I didn't like. Mm-hmm. I did send that back, yeah. And she did bring me something different, but you know,
definitely tell it was like, this is not normal. No,
yeah, like people will kind of look at you. People will kind of look at you like,
what are you doing?
You don't like it, that's your fucking problem. Like that is not, don't try to bring them Karen attitudes abroad, because like you're gonna get your feelings hurt. And even with things like, thinking about like DoorDash or Uber Eats, how like they bring that shit to your door. Listen, we have both driven for Uber Eats. I can remember being so fucking annoyed having to go to a hotel and get in that elevator and go up there to wherever floor. No, bitch, you bringing your ass downstairs.
Yeah, like usually if you do drop food at an apartment, you drop it downstairs, down wherever is he's down there. You drop it down there. You come downstairs and get your food.
Yeah.
Which makes it much like you kind of understand that one person is not doing all the work. You just sitting at your house or whatever it is. So
I mean, well, arguably that is what it's supposed to. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't shame me.
So the food order came to you.
Oh, the smog in some cities killed my sinuses. Oh, I was struggling in Vietnam.
Yes.
I was struggling in Vietnam. In Hanoi, the air quality was so bad. So that's something else to consider as well. Let me keep looking on here. I'm going back to the comments, y'all. What is Meher? How do you even say that? Mejer? I have never heard of this grocery store ever in my entire life. We got Publix, we got Aldi, Whole Foods. Okay, yeah, we got those. But some of these other ones I have never heard of. Yes, Trader Joe's. As far as like where we live, so we are nomadic. We move around. We're in the U.S. right now visiting y'all. We left the U.S. last February to live abroad as digital nomads. We went to 9 different countries last year. This is our second time visiting the U.S. But we are nomadic. We don't have like one place where we are. Can you talk about cellular service? Yes, I can, Jess. That's a great question. So for cellular service, I use Google Fi. I got Google Fi in like November 2023, like a few months before we left. But I tried it out before back in 2019. So with Google Fi, you get 3 months of international roaming like included. But after those 90 days, like they cut your shit off. Like you have to come back to the States. So whenever I am not using that, I get a local SIM card. So apparently the new iPhones, they only do virtual SIMs. There's no spot for the SIM card.
They do eSIMs.
Who does eSIMs?
Most people do eSIMs.
Okay, but then thinking about all the countries that we've been in, why has nobody ever offered us an eSIM? Why are you trying to hold my hand to come for me?
They have eSIMs.
Well, yeah, anyway, so I use Google Fi. He was pretty much using Wi-Fi like the whole time. But
I guess we wanted to let them know about like the phones and stuff, like how you want to make sure you have your phone like free and paid off or whatever. So like
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, if your phone is not paid off, you cannot just like put in you can't just put in a SIM card. Exactly. Like your phone has to be paid off or you cannot do that. I mean, a lot of places abroad, most countries we went to, like there's Wi-Fi everywhere, but there's not always Wi-Fi. And listen, there have been moments where neither of our phones were working. And that's a matter of fact, that's another example. That's literally like another example of like something that's different, like living abroad versus living here. If you have a US phone, like sometimes you go abroad, ain't nobody got no fucking service. And you're just like,
or if they don't have Wi-Fi, you have to ask for the Wi-Fi. You have to buy something just to get a Wi-Fi, just to get the Wi-Fi service.
Where did we ever have to buy something to get Wi-Fi?
There was some place where like it was about one with you, but like you had to come in there. Can I get a water? What's the Wi-Fi?
Okay, I never had to buy anything to get Wi-Fi, but okay, apparently that's a thing. I'm looking at comments on here. But yeah, as far as like cellular service, some people say they really like T-Mobile. A lot of like the US companies will do this thing where you can add like an international roaming package, but you have to pay like an additional like $100 a month.
10 days or whatever it is.
Yeah, so it's like $10 a day, and then after that it's $100 a month. But if you're going to live abroad permanently, then I would definitely consider a local SIM card. Or like we have never done this, but we have heard about people who actually like purchase their phone like in another country, and they'll just like get service there. And so if you know you're going to be there permanently, that would be worth looking into, in my opinion.
Also, the Wi-Fi hotspot that we carry too.
We don't want to carry a hotspot.
That we had or whatever it is, like. No, we taught about it.
Yeah, but we're talking about living abroad though. That's more so for like temporary. But yeah, you can get like a mobile Wi-Fi and like connect to that as well. That's what I did in Egypt, but that never actually even worked for us. We tried it, but it never worked. Don't even ask for condiments in France or Italy. That's so funny. Da Nang was very nice. I actually really wish we went there when we were in Vietnam. Don't ask for ice in Italy. I'm fairly new to TikTok. What does badge 2 mean? I'm not new to TikTok and I have no idea. No idea. Excuse me. The standards. Oops. Sorry. What is the best place to move abroad? Diane, you got plenty of options. I got videos pinned on my page. But I mean also like what is best? What's best for me isn't best for you, right? You got to kind of think about
your needs.
Yeah, exactly. Like so like some things to take into consideration. Oh, and this is actually y'all it was last year. Last month, December 2024, I did a 12-day series on living abroad. And out of those 12 days, we literally spent 3 days talking about, you want to go cook?
That's fine.
Okay, I was gonna say, let me know. You can. We literally, I still need to work out. We literally spent 3 days talking about things to consider if you want, like things to consider before you choose your country. So like, and I mean, you can tell me like, what do you feel like are some of the main things? Like, what questions would you ask yourself before deciding you wanted to move to like a certain country?
Do I see myself living there? The temperature, maybe.
Oh yeah, weather is big. If you
Also
thinking
what
about
money is, and
like,
how that could live in situation.
baby, slow down. We just one at a time.
Okay.
But yeah, like for the weather, like that's a really big thing. Like there are certain people who are like, oh, I don't like. I know for me, like I don't want to be anywhere where it ever gets really cold. What was the other thing you said?
No.
Did you cut yourself?
Yeah, working.
Oh,
Ouch.
what
You
happened?
just scratched it.
Oh, my bad.
But you see, this is why you don't stop when I get going.
Oh, you were talking about the money. So yeah, obviously like the currency is going to be like a big thing as well, right? Like how strong is the US dollar? Panama was kind of expensive in our opinion, like, but Panama is a super popular place to live abroad. I think it does also depend on where you go in Panama. We were in Panama City and we were in San Francisco, which is one of the more expensive areas there. But Panama uses the US dollar, so that is something to consider as well. I would also say things to consider are like, do you want to be near the beach? Do you want to be, since somebody else said Panama is expensive, do you want to be near the beach? Do you want to be in the mountains? Do you want to be in a city? Like that's something else to consider. Do you want to be somewhere where you can like eat a lot of like street food, right? Where it's really easy to go on the street and get something to eat? Or do you know that you're going to prefer to cook? Or like these are all things that you want to consider that's what I was saying. In the 12 days, we literally spent 3 entire days talking about how to choose the country that's right for you, like questions that you want to ask yourself. And all of that is in the bundle, y'all. The bundle is 50% off today with the promo code ABROAD2025. It's at the link in my bio. Once you click the link in my bio, above the photo of me, below the photo of me, it says the Move Abroad bundle. It's $97, but it's 50% off. And so you get the Move Abroad guide and you get 12 trainings. 12 trainings on moving abroad, all things housing, health insurance, pets, kids, how to stay in touch with your family while you're back home, how to adjust to life living abroad. If you have a disability, if you are a veteran, if you are black and you want to know like literally all of this stuff is in the bundle. The bundle is jam packed and you can get it for less than $50 today with the promo code ABROAD2025. Okay, let me see. Oh, it's pronounced wire. While living abroad, which is your favorite place to be? Thailand and Colombia. We have been to Ha Long Bay in Vietnam. It was beautiful. I don't know how the algorithm linked us, but I'm glad I found y'all. Hey, me too. I saved my old phone. Period. How do you afford the expenses? Because we work while we're traveling. Like, so he's an online personal trainer, so he can take clients virtually. And I do digital marketing and affiliate marketing primarily. Because y'all, you can make money online. You can make money online. We do not use local banking because we are nomadic, right? Like we move around. We haven't chosen like one specific place to stay. But I do think that like whenever we do end up choosing one place, like these are things that we're going to look more into, but because we move around for now, like we haven't really done a lot of stuff with like a lot of the more like permanent stuff. Was it Google Die? It's Google. So the phone service is Google Fi. So it's Google and then FI. That's the phone service I use. Are you able to use local banks? Yeah, when we were in Colombia, there were plenty of people who use like Bank of Colombia, but we haven't done that. Mm-hmm. Get Starlink. Johnny, what is Starlink?
That is Elon's fucking, what's it called? That's his company. It's like a satellite company.
And it does what?
I'm pretty sure that you can also use like internet and satellite, so it gives you service anywhere in the world.
Ah, okay. If I'm traveling long term, I like to suspend for 3 months and get a SIM card. Yeah, that's what I did. I said when I think I was with AT&T back then. Whenever I lived abroad in 2019, I traveled to 4 different countries in 4 months, and I suspended my service for 3 months. Thank you, Lady T. T-Mobile has international package. Hey, Misha. What is a good place for a family? Chiang Mai.
Yeah, Indonesia.
Yeah, Bali. Chiang Mai, Thailand. Merida, Mexico.
Medellin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, probably not like Poblado, but yeah, like Medellin too, I would say. Who needs for international school? I don't think I understood that question. How do I determine minimum passive income to live abroad? There is no minimum unless I've never been to Medina. There is no minimum unless like the visa says it is. Like every country is different. Like so if they have yes, I can say more about Medellin. What do you want to know about it specifically? My feet cold. But yeah, it depends on like the visa. Like there's not like unless there is a minimum, then it's just a matter of you calculating the cost of living, which y'all is in the Move Abroad bundle, how to calculate a cost of living. And y'all I even give a website that shows you like where you can afford to live based on your income. All of this stuff is in the bundle, y'all. Take advantage of it for 50% off with the promo code. Because there's somebody who's going to reach out to me and they're going to be like, oh, I bought this, but I forgot to use the promo code. Do not forget to use the promo code. If you want to take advantage of the 50% off, the promo code is ABROAD2025. And it is for the Move Abroad bundle at the link in my bio. Bye, Gigi. Have you ever visited China?
Yes. For a day?
Yeah, it was just a long layover.
It was a long layover, but we want to do what we do.
Yeah, I would go back.
Yeah.
It would be cool to see more of China. It was an interesting experience. Did you feel safe there? Yeah.
I felt safer here, there than the
Like, we felt safe in every country we were in, all of them. Then we came back here, and then we were afraid to go to certain events because we didn't know we were going to come back here. We were going to come back home alive. We have not owned property in the U.S. We were just renting a townhome, and our lease was up. Talk more about Medellin. So, well, babe, you talk about Medellin. I'm going to keep going through the questions.
Medellin is beautiful. The people they're very nice people. I was like, in general, Colombian people are very nice in general. Medellin is like, it's surrounded by mountains and stuff like that. So it's most of the time it's like it doesn't get too hot, it doesn't get too cold. I probably like my average is like between 70 to maybe 80 something, like mid 80s maybe. And you can also definitely find some areas that's very cool and stuff, like very nice and cool just because it's surrounded by the mountains and stuff like that. Great places to hike. The food is great. The people there, they're really more into fitness, into the fitness. So you can definitely tell it's like, I don't want to say vain people. I don't want to say people who are vain over there, but you can tell a little bit like, people like look like your looks is very important in that area over there.
Yeah. I didn't mean to pin that comment. I can't unpin it now. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to reply to some of y'all comments. If you see a comment from Online Personal Trainer, that's me. That's me replying from my husband's phone. Whatever happened to sharing info for free? Diana, are you serious? Are you paying for this live? I'm sorry, like, are you not getting free information right now? I literally have a page full, like, with, at this point, probably 1,000 videos of free information. Like, sometimes, y'all, it's hard, like, being an entrepreneur, being a creator, because, like, people really will try to make you seem like you're a bad person because you sell a product. And I do not understand. I'm like, when have you ever in your life gone into a grocery store, gone into the movies, gone anywhere and been like, how dare you charge me for this? This should be free. But God forbid you are a business owner and everybody and a baby mama got something to say like, oh, you're charging for information. Why would I not charge? Why would I not charge for my time? Why would I not charge? Like, why? Like, I am a business owner. Like, what are you talking about? Stay in your lane, okay? Anyway. Yes, Medellin is stunningly beautiful. Can you go hiking there? Yes. Yeah, you can. You can walk down the street and hike because Medellin is full of hills.
It's very hilly.
Yeah, there's hills everywhere.
And if you want to go hiking, I definitely suggest doing it because when you get up there, like the scenery, just because how everything is set up, you're going to see all the beautiful area and just
stunning.
The city. And we went to some great places for dinner that was just like
chef the views.
And you just have a great view of the city.
Not an Uber rides getting there.
Yeah, the Uber rides, like I said, it's a hilly city. So you know most of the time you're gonna be going uphill, and if you're scared, Like somebody.
Calling me out is crazy. Don't be calling me out in front of my live friends, okay? Anyway, I was scared, okay? I don't like driving up hills, okay? Like, she just went from 0 to 150. Oh, baby, I'm an air sign. It happens quick, okay? It happens quick. But this is why I'm married a water sign, because, you know, he balances me out. We have not been to Ireland. People deserve to be paid for their work. Thank you. I appreciate it. Nothing wrong with... Are you paying for this live? I'm just sorry. I'm just going to make sure I didn't miss any questions. I love Senegal. We have never been to Senegal, but he's from Sierra Leone, and we are going to West Africa in April. So I know I want to go to Ghana. I would love to see more countries there, but yeah, we'll just have to see. There's still good catch, husband. She was ready to go in. Listen, this is the extent of our relationship, is like him bringing me back to my calm place. Oh my God. Anyway, y'all, we about to get off of here because he is about to go cook and I'm about to go work out. Ghana is a dream. I would love to go there. Mm-hmm. What about Taiwan as a black granny? I heard Taiwan is dope. We don't even talk to me about Nairobi. Like, I will get so sad. Like, y'all, I wanted to go to Kenya so bad last year, but they were having this like a lot of like civil unrest, so we decided not to do it. We miss y'all in Medellin. Wait a minute, who are you? Not user 444. First of all, you miss us? Wait a minute, who are you? Do you know us? Yeah, I really do be having people come in my live that I have literally... Sheeta!
Hey, Sheeta.
Sheeta, what are you doing up here under this fucking code name? Sheeta, what is user 444? Oh, Sheeta, stop. I will cry because that's how much I miss Medellin, y'all.
We're just reminiscing about a hike. We're just reminiscing about the beautiful hike.
He was reminiscing about the hike. I'm still traumatized. My calves are still traumatized from that hike. But hey, Sheeta, what are y'all cooking? What you cooking, baby?
Cooking some cassava leaf.
You gonna tell them what it is?
Oh, it's a West African dish.
Yeah, I'm like, they don't know what that is. I don't know. Do y'all know what cassava leaf?
It says somebody might in the chat might know it. But,
yeah, we might have somebody here who know about that cassava leaf. But yeah, he's gonna be making some African food. Okay, somebody know what it is. Chi all caps. I want y'all better know what cassava leaves are. Let's get it. Period. Yeah, y'all. I'm so blessed. I've been getting all this African food with fufu. No.
Ooh,
somebody really know, okay?
Yeah, it's like, who?
But we don't eat cassava leaf with fufu.
That'd be heavy. That'd be very heavy.
Yeah, we normally have crane or maybe like pitas.
Yeah.
Anyway, they make it a lot in the Philippines. That's interesting. I also learned that I think in Dominican Republic they eat something similar to that as well. Why not the cassava? I don't
The cassava.
Do you mean like, what do you mean, why not the cassava?
Oh, you actually use I'm talking about the leaf, like the cassava leaf itself.
Versus what?
The cassava.
Which is the root part?
Yeah.
The one that looks like a potato? Not a potato, but like a...
Like a yuca or whatever it is.
Yeah. Angela, thank you for the gift. Thank y'all so much for the gifts. Thank y'all for the hearts. Thank y'all for the questions. Does he speak another language? Do you want to take that one? Because we about to go.
I can.
What? Somebody said no jollof.
We can cook this too.
First of all,
we can cook that too. That is the one of the main dish that our people use.
Yeah, we are very we are very big jollof fans. I can't wait to eat. Oh my God, I can't wait to eat jollof in Sierra Leone. Woo! Y'all, I am so excited. Like, I told him, I was like, I feel like I'm more excited about going to his home country than he is. Because I am like, let's go. Anyway. Oh yeah, somebody was asking about the languages.
I did. Like I spoke, when I first came to this, I spoke like 9 languages. It's all gone now.
Shit.
I did, yes. It was.
That's crazy.
I was in my, I had, yes, but it's all gone now because I never had practice. But I can still understand that Creole, like Freetown Creole and stuff like that. I can speak a couple of different words and some words that I don't remember how to say. I might just put some English in it. So it's like, Creole Linglish or whatever it is you want to call it. But I do my best. Like I said, I understand it more. That's because I still talk to my parents and my
Yeah,
family and
because
stuff like
sometimes
that.
with his parents, I don't
Right.
even know what they'll be talking in front of me, and I'm just like, I don't know what his mama is saying. I do not know. There was something I was gonna say about the language. I was just gonna say he's actually really good at picking up language. Like when we were in Medellin, like he like even though I speak Spanish, there are times where we have been in Spanish speaking countries and literally he will understand what somebody said and he doesn't even speak Spanish. Like, so I don't know, like he has a better ear for language and I feel like with me, like I'm better at like speaking. Oh, thank you, Sheeta. Yes, y'all. I do have a book on Amazon. It's called How to Stop Eating Your Feelings. It's by B.L. Godwin. It's a pen name, so it's not going to say Bianca on it. But if you want to check that out on Amazon, I appreciate it. I told y'all, multiple streams of income, okay? All right, y'all. We are about to get off of here, but do not forget the code is abroad 2025 if you want to get the Move Abroad bundle at the link in my bio for 50% off. That's abroad 2025. There, all these questions y'all are asking me, I promise you, 98% of them are in the Move Abroad bundle. And I'm marking it 50% off because like I've been getting so many questions about moving abroad lately for obvious reasons. So if you want to get the hell up out of the US, but you don't know where to start and things feel overwhelming and you're like, but I got kids, but I got pets, but I have a disability, but I don't know if I'm fully ready. How can I try it out? All of these things are in the Move Abroad bundle. Thank you, Sheeta. Sheeta, we miss you. Are you
You still in Colombia, right?
No, wait, so Sheeta, didn't you come home for the holidays, but you left again? Where are you now? Are you back in Medellin?
She come home.
Oh yeah, so she's back in Medellin.
Oh, okay.
Medellin. All right, y'all. We about to get off of here, but thank y'all again for joining. Make sure you hit follow if you want more. Make sure you check out the resources in my bio, y'all. I'm always talking about budget travel, how to make money online, how to move abroad. Like, I literally create these resources based on the questions that y'all ask me, okay? So, and I have a free travel guide if anybody has never even left the U.S. and you're like, I want to travel, but it feels really overwhelming. Get my free travel guide because there's a ton of information in there as well. Yes, Brazil. All right, y'all. What do you, oh, look, see Sheeta, somebody trying to grab you. All right, y'all. We about to get off of here, but thank y'all again for joining and we will catch y'all next time.